Right, April 15th. We know it is tax day. Now, some people seriously dread this day, regardless of them getting a refund or not. With that said, a large number of New Mexicans haven't even thought about filing yet. Here with us now for some tips on getting started is Skip Cowan, financial expert. I know you don't like that term. He says, I'm not an expert on anything.
No, it's true.
We appreciate you coming in. This is
Yes,
important
sir.
stuff. So we were talking about the fact that a lot of people, a lot of New Mexicans haven't even started thinking about this.
Nah, most people don't. You know, about this time of the year, it starts inching into your head a little bit, and you think, maybe I ought to get that done. I'm actually thinking about getting my taxes together this week.
Right, okay. So if we're getting it together, if we're in the same boat, what are some things that we need to be aware of before we start our filing for the 2013
I think number
taxes?
one, and this is something that over the last several years has become more and more prevalent, and that's direct deposit from the IRS. Seems simple. I've done it. But the more I research it, the more I realize it's kind of a risk.
Really?
Yeah, well, you know, you're filling in account numbers.
Right.
If you happen to make a mistake, transpose a number, which I've done.
Sure, everybody, you do that, sure.
Yeah, the refund's going to go to somebody else.
Wow.
Because there's so many bank accounts in the
Yeah.
country that the odds are if you transpose a number, what you've done is given somebody else's account number.
Right.
Which may or may not be in New Mexico.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
if that happens, try and get it back. It's tough.
is
It's extremely difficult, if not impossible, to get it back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
let's say you get the wrong routing number on your bank. IRS tries to send it. They can't send it, so it comes back to them. Prove to the IRS that you didn't receive it, because they have no mechanism to do that.
Wow.
So
okay.
I think the answer, Chad, is to ask for a check.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, even though it takes
Go
a
back
little,
to the old paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
takes a little longer, a couple of weeks longer maybe. I mean, if you're desperate, okay. Oh, and by the way, never get a refund loan.
Gotcha.
You've heard of those
Okay.
deals, right?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
stay away from that.
Okay, that's good to know. So now, if we've got a little extra income coming in, say we've got dividends, a small job or something, is there a certain amount that if we're under that we don't need to report, or should we worry about it even if it's just a few dollars?
Every dime report.
Every dime.
Every dime.
Okay.
Remember that most people who pay you for small work done, et cetera, are going to issue a 1099. The minute that is out there, the IRS gets it.
Gotcha.
And they review those things. I've been audited before because I ignored a $10 1099.
No kidding.
Yep.
$10.
$10
Get you audited.
will
Wow.
trigger. It's
That is
just not
scary.
worth it.
Yeah.
Be
so
thorough.
Just make sure that you got everything
Yeah,
there.
what the heck, you know, a $5 dividend, report it.
Report it.
Yep.
Okay. Now, are there any new taxes this year we need to worry about?
Yeah, there are.
Oh. Killing me. What are we worrying about?
The Affordable Care Act, better known in some circles as Obamacare, has imposed a 3.8% investment tax.
Okay.
And a lot of folks haven't even thought about that. But it's a reality. Well, like the act or not like the act, the taxes are real.
Right.
So you don't want to miss that. 3.8% on investment income. If you have a question about that, ask a tax professional.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, just very quick, because before we run out of time here, if we're using programs like TurboTax, you know, most of us, a lot of times we go to professionals. We're doing that now. There's still room for some errors, right?
There
Even if we're
is,
using that.
there is, and again, it's because you transpose numbers. Now, TurboTax is a pretty good system. And when you enter the right numbers, you get the right answer. But just like anything else, if you happen to enter a wrong number, even tax accountants make mistakes.
Right.
The deal is that before you sign the form, before you submit it, review it and do it twice.
Okay.
Don't just do it once, because you just may overlook it.
Gotcha.
You can't afford to make that mistake.
Gotcha. And then, of course, to do all that, you want to make sure you're not filing on April 14th. like I've done a time or two. Yeah.
Yeah, or
absolutely.
staying up till midnight,
exactly.
you know, oh my gosh.
Yeah, now just very quickly before we go, Rotary Club, you're very involved in this. They've got the Centennial Celebration going on at Explorer. What are the details on that?
Well, the Centennial Celebration is about a project called Working Together to Build a Village. Explorer and the Rotary Club of Albuquerque have teamed to do that. Over the next 3 years, we're raising $500,000.
Wow.
And we are constantly looking for community-minded folks who would like to become Rotarians and help this project. So it's with Explorer. It is absolutely outstanding. I'm excited
Fantastic.
about it.
Great. Well, we will have links to that on our website, as well as more information from Skip Cowan. Skip, always a pleasure to see you, sir.
Indeed. Pleasure's mine, sir.
Thank you. Head over to CASA.com, click on the CASA blog for those links. All right.